Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take the scope base and basically just set it up there and see whether or not it has to be bedded at all. And we'll just take the front screws here. And just kind of snug them down at first, get them both in there before you tighten them down. And it's going to have a little bit of play here, so you can move it forward or back. You obviously want it forward for the recoil. So make sure it's forward. Go ahead and tighten it down. And what we're going to be looking for is whether or not the front and the back half of the Picatinny rail are both making equal contact front to back. And it actually looks really really good. So I'm just going to undo these screws, back them out all the way. And I'm going to take the other two screws, pop them into the back. Same way, just kind of get it just barely seated. The other one in there, same thing. And again, make sure that it's forward. Tighten it down. And now I'm going to be double checking the front. And this thing isn't budging. I put a little Loctite on these screws. Not much, just a dab. You have your short screw up front, and the long ones are the other three. And just in case you're wondering, I did go ahead and remove, I should have said this at the beginning, but I removed the receiver screws and cleaned the top of the receiver and the receiver screw holes with acetone, and let that dry for a little bit. There's a little bit of oil in the receiver screw holes. Again, you want to make sure that this is up forward on that recoil lug. Again, I'm just snugging them, just barely seating it, and we'll go ahead and torque it down to the required specs per Badger's instructions. The instructions say to go ahead and torque it down to 15 inch-pounds. And I'm going to do the front one and then the back one. Just kind of alternating, trying to get a little bit of even pressure. And that's that. That was actually pretty painless because the rail did not require being bed to fit the receiver. It was a really nice fit right off the bat. So we'll go ahead and get ready to set up the rings and get our scope mounted.